Meet the author. Discover the magic of nature and the secrets of animal communication. Star Amadeo is an internationally known author, popular for her beloved book series, Willow's Magical Life with Animals, suitable for all ages. Star is the international beloved author of the animal-guided book series, Willow's Magical Life with Animals, known for weaving imagination with lived experience and heart-centered themes of courage, connection, and inner strength. Drawing on her lifelong bond with animals and the natural world, Star creates stories that resonate with sensitive readers of all ages, stories where listening becomes power and ancient wisdom is remembered rather than learned. Her 2025 autobiography, When the Panther Screamed, traces her own transformative journey through unexpected life events, leading to her work as an animal telepathic communicator and Reiki master. Star, before we begin, I want to express that we are all captivated by your books, as shown in the following heartfelt reader's comment. I am a school teacher and also do volunteer work with orphans. I often read your stories to the kids and they become especially excited when I do. These beautiful works truly move me from the bottom of my heart. Your exquisite writing, bold imagination, rich emotions, and warm love deeply touch me. That was a beautiful comment, Star. As the founder of Starlight Fables, what is your approach to your unique storytelling in your children's books? Is there a particular book or author who has influenced you?
I don't create the storylines in advance. They emerge naturally as I write. It's a process driven by an indescribable feeling that must be experienced. Afterwards, reading what is on the paper in front of me, it genuinely seems that it has come from my heart, often revealing personal vulnerabilities that my readers can relate to. At times, I feel I am simply a co-author. Over the years, my interest has been only an occasional self-help book. As a writer, this has been beneficial, helping me avoid being influenced by others, especially in the world of fiction.
Before meeting you, I had never encountered anyone with your experiences. I am extremely curious about what inspired you to write this series. Please share your thoughts.
Never in my life had I planned to write a book, let alone a series. However, I began receiving messages in the form of visions. These were from my spirit guides. While this is not entirely unusual for me, it's not something you typically mention to people. My guides urged me to share my personal experiences with animal energy healing and telepathic communication. They wanted me to weave these experiences into an engaging story featuring a fictional character named Willow, along with various animals who acted as her friends and teachers. At that time, they had not yet revealed the storyline details to me. I trusted the guidance I received, allowing the process to unfold until it culminated in the title, Willow Meets Hawk. It became clear that the book's purpose was to serve as a teaching tool for those who may not yet understand the significance of animals and their role in our lives. The main message is that animals are not disposable. They are here to help us and deserve our respect and care. I began sharing this book freely with my students around the world, as well as with other Reiki masters, for them to share with their own students. The feedback was incredible. A common theme in the responses, regardless of the reader's age or gender, was that everyone experienced many heartwarming and tearful moments.
I am intrigued. How does the original book, Willow Meets Hawk, connect to the series?
Years later, I began receiving visions again. I quickly realized that the overall theme of Willow Meets Hawk would be published, starting with the first book titled Candy Floss on the Moon. This story features a little girl and her panda bear friend who travel through the Milky Way on the back of a vulture named Turbo, along the way learning many valuable lessons from the star constellations. While there, they visit the moon, where she meets Candy Floss, who teaches her that she can be her own superhero. At the time of writing this book, I had no idea it would be the introduction to a series. Eventually, the process began to repeat itself, and I found myself working on the second book, titled Secrets of the Milky Way. In this book, Willow enters the Crystal Forest, where she is taught energy healing from the ancients in the sacred cave of wisdom. This knowledge allows her to fulfill her dream of helping animals. In this book, I share my personal experiences with animal energy healing and telepathic communication. I was fascinated by how seamlessly the two books came together, but the journey was not yet complete. I continued the writing process with the third book, titled Magic of the Lotus Tiger. This exciting adventure takes place in a jungle in Nepal after Willow receives the mysterious message, "Find the golden lotus and you will find the tiger." By mid-2024, this unexpected writing journey ended with 3 completed books ready for the world to enjoy. Unexpectedly, a fourth book was added in early 2026. In Whispers of an Ancient Banyan Tree, Willow is called to the Pearl of the Orient, although she does not know why. In the heart of Tin Hau, Hong Kong, Willow discovers that an ancient banyan tree has been listening for many decades during times of significant change, and now he is calling her. When Willow stops to listen to, she is drawn into a gentle journey guided by animal friends, sea spirits, and quiet guardians who protect the world not with force, but with care. Whispers of an Ancient Banyan Tree is a soft, magical story about listening, kindness, and finding courage in stillness. Each book includes blank pages with fun questions at the end of each chapter, encouraging readers to add their artistic interpretations of the story while promoting the development of imagination.
How did your characters evolve as you wrote? Were there any surprises in their development?
As mentioned, because I follow guidance and have no plan around a storyline, there are always surprises. The story unfolds as I go along, which makes it very exciting.
That is an enlightening experience. Can you share one of your animal energy healing stories?
Certainly, I would like to share Mona's story, which I consider a true miracle. As I entered a public market, I saw a beautiful tabby cat that I chose to call Mona. Her left eye was watering excessively and was nearly closed due to an eye infection. I approached her and gently cupped her tiny face in my hands, ensuring that one hand covered her sore eye to direct healing energy toward it. At that moment, I saw a soft white light flowing from my hand into Mona's injured eye. She purred happily, expressing her gratitude. I requested healing energies from my Reiki guides for Mona's eye, and the healing, as I would soon witness, would prove to be miraculous. Later, before leaving the market, I turned the corner and saw Mona sitting in the doorway waiting for me. She had received my thoughts. I immediately saw that both of her eyes were wide open and focused on me. The sore eye had healed, and Mona was smiling. I picked her up, placed her on my lap, and gently stroked her fur. We cuddled and chatted for a few moments. She licked my hands, gazed into my eyes, and softly meowed, as if to say thank you. I kissed Mona softly on the forehead and said goodbye. Mona intuitively had known that I was coming to the market that day and positioned herself so that I would see her. She understood that I could help her.
That is remarkable. I would also love to hear about one of your experiences with animal telepathic communication.
I will tell you about Sheena. I lit a white candle and sat on the floor, cross-legged with my eyes closed. My arms moved gracefully, like a bird performing a ritual dance. I began chanting a prayer similar to those I had used in previous telepathic communications. This time, however, I was communicating with a beautiful Siberian husky named Sheena, who was not physically present. Instead, a picture of Sheena sat in front of me. I had been told that she had not eaten for a few days, and her human companions were very concerned. A thorough medical examination had shown that Sheena was not sick. Suddenly, I felt I had transformed into a bird and flown across the Atlantic Ocean to where Sheena lived in Sweden. When I arrived, I asked her why she wasn't eating. She told me that she felt a great sadness, but it was not her own. Sheena asked me to convey a message to her human companions, a husband and wife. They should love and respect themselves and take care of their health. I wrote down everything I received from Sheena, which had come to me through visions, to pass along to her human family. I wanted to ensure I captured every word accurately. I communicated Sheena's message to her human companions by email. Later, I learned that the husband had been forced to go to the hospital emergency room due to severe pain, but this was before he received the message I had sent from Sheena. He had spent several hours being treated for intestinal inflammation, which required medication and would need to stay in the hospital for a few weeks. He had kept his pain hidden, and Sheena was the only one who knew. Sheena was so devoted that she tried to take his illness upon herself by not eating or drinking to get their attention. Unfortunately, they did not understand what she was trying to tell them. It is remarkable how animals will suffer to help heal their humans.
Thank you for sharing these extraordinary experiences. They have truly opened my eyes. What message do you hope your books will give children to navigate real-world issues like empathy toward animals or pursuing their dreams, especially in an increasingly digital age?
My books have a few messages. Importantly, animals are here to help and comfort us. As a creativity coach, I love how these stories demonstrate that we are our own superheroes. We can shape our life path by pursuing our dreams, which requires effort. Success is not given to us. It is essential to believe in ourselves and recognize that our dreams belong to us alone. Our strength and uniqueness come from following our own paths rather than imitating others, as genuine power cannot be found in imitation. Your true strength lies in being your authentic self.
I appreciate your positive words. They resonate with people of all ages. Were there any real-life events or personal experiences that influenced the direction of your life?
My childhood experiences played a significant role in shaping my journey to become an animal energy worker, which is my true passion. Although I did not personally create my book storylines, I was surprised to discover the many similarities it shares with my own life. For those interested, more information can be found in my autobiography, When the Panther Screamed: How I Became an Animal Communicator. This book is intended for readers aged 16 and older.
How do you decide when a story is ready to share with the world?
The only answer I can give you is that, along with seeing where the story has gone and without writing numerous drafts, I just know. The decision is made for me.
It sounds as though you do not suffer from writer's block. Is this correct?
You are right. Writer's block has never been an issue for me.
With the series complete, what is next for you? Any new projects exploring animal communication, nature, or fresh magical worlds?
Stay tuned. Willow and her friends can take us on an adventure anywhere, at any time. By the way, who do you think Willow might be?
That is certainly a fascinating question for readers to ponder. On a personal level, I want to share my thoughts. After reading your books and speaking with you, I find your perspective absolutely refreshing. In a world filled with turmoil and violence in the media, your series is uplifting and inspiring. Thank you, Star, for sharing your insights on energy work with animals and their significance in our lives. Star's stories invite readers of all ages to slow down, listen, and reconnect with the quiet wisdom found in nature and within themselves. Through her work with animals, energy, and intuition, she offers a perspective that is both grounding and uplifting, reminding us that we are never truly separate from the world around us. For those who wish to experience these stories in another way, Star's books are also available in audio, offering a deeper, more immersive connection to the journey. To read and listen, visit starlightfables.com, where the full collection can be explored. Kindle editions can be found on Amazon. To learn more about her home study course, Starfire Animal Energy and Telepathic Communication, visit her online school at animalhealers.com. May these stories stay with you, long after the final page. And perhaps in that quiet, you heard something too. Copyright 2026, Adrian Star Amadeo. All rights reserved. No part of this audiobook may be reproduced or transmitted in any form or, by any means, electronic or mechanical, including photocopy, recording, or by any information and retrieval systems, or in any manner whatsoever, without the written permission of the publisher and author. ISBN 978-1-0689 539-6-5.